Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals. With that, let's get up to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. For the call, we bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd, and they're all set as they'll match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone, and no run back here. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And let's look now at the offensive starters for the Cardinals.
It's nice to see Marcus Gilbert back on the field.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Defensive starters, here they are for Cincinnati. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster.
Single, slot. Hey, you're running out.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. A first carry now for Wendell Smallwood. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Corey Peters there to bring him down. In the backfield out of the starting group, you have to look out for Giovanni Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter.
Throwing again, Dalton. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He finds Ross. Right side. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And they're going to get about 3 here.
Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in.
Murray now on 1st down. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Murray off play action. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The ball has to get through to get to the receiver, and on that play, it was batted down.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll work it across midfield at the 44-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. And Green with a catch left side. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. Dalton gives to Bernard. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 3rd down. A shot here for Dalton. And that will be incomplete.
They're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Trying to get it to Clay. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Logan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39.
Hey, you got 3.
They'll run it here with Bernard. Fighting his way down to about the 35. Here's Bernard. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 4th touchdown on the year.
So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Absolutely nobody fooled this.
Changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. That's complete. Bernard. It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And he stopped immediately there. Dalton here from the gun. He's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. And able to get this one across the 45.
Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Green with a catch left side.
And goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now Bernard. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall.
And continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Left side here, caught by Clay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. A run on 1st down. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. To try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Green.
You can't block me. You can't.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And running room scarce here. Dalton sets up play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dalton right back on the horse after the pick six. And that's going to be incomplete. From the gun, they run with Smallwood. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin with the black and blue matchup. Bring your lunch pail for this one. Pittsburgh playing host to Baltimore. And it's the Ravens out in front as that game moves towards halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. From there, we'll head to Washington. Check out the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Philip Dorsett, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. The Jaguars have been as good as anybody in the first month as another win could get them to 4-0. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Here's Dalton. Open man is Uzama. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 1st and 10 for Dalton. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. To throw on 3rd down. Dalton looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Green. And this one's going to go the wrong way.
And this is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. On 3rd down, Murray. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. A give to Smallwood out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43. Dalton, 1st and 10. Open man, Erickson. That's complete. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. Now Dalton. And that is incomplete. To throw again. Dalton. This will be caught inside the 10.
We want it. Come to my.
They'll run with Smallwood. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Wendell Smallwood. On play action, it's Murray. And he slides to avoid the hit. Right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
Murray now on first down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, this is Edmonds.
In this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
They start the drive with Smallwood. And he'll go down at the 26. Going right back to Smallwood. On third and short, Smallwood. And that one going nowhere from the start.
Not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. First down, a run with Smallwood. And he'll get him inside the 15. Again, it's Smallwood. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They look to throw on third with Dalton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A 29-yard attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through.
If you want to get your team back into the game, but it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Murray going to throw. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. 15 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on August 7th. And on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. First down, Murray under pressure, and he'll go down.
He hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Murray. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. They run with Logan. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Smallwood. Third down from the gun. Dalton. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout take. A run with Smallwood. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Smallwood, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And they take a knee. The Bengals go down to a knee. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief.
Two times.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.